Hi, I'm Catherine Duncan. I am an integrative spiritual consultant. I help people integrate their mind and their body and their spirit to feel fully alive. Thank you for joining me today. A few weeks ago, I talked about savoring the present moment. A lot of us, a lot of the time, live on autopilot. We are so caught up in our busy minds that we miss what is actually happening around us right now. My message to you today is it's in the present moment when we feel fully alive. As a child going through treatment for childhood cancer, I went through months of radiation, chemotherapy, surgeries. I felt like I was living on a tightrope between life and death. My life changed overnight. I grew up very quickly. I have a memory. I remember one day at home, and here I am, 11 years old. I was holding my cat Chaz, and I was thinking about how the next day I was going to have treatment, chemotherapy treatment. And just this fear and dread started coming through me. Back then in the 70s, it was really intense. They had no anti-nausea drugs, so I would get chemotherapy and I'd be up really sick until the middle of the night. When I would go and get chemotherapy at the University of Minnesota Hospital, I went to the hospital and there was a room, a clinic for child oncology cancer patients, and I would sit in the waiting room packed full of kids with no arms, no legs, no hair, screaming, crying. Back in the 70s, amputation was really big. They did a lot of amputation, and I would just try to pretend that I was not one of these kids, and it was awful. So I'm thinking of this memory while I'm petting my cat Chaz, and I'm petting her, and I'm hearing her purring, I'm feeling her purring, and then all of a sudden, the fear just dropped. It just dropped. And I was just in the present moment. And I felt okay. So moments of presence just started happening naturally to me. My life, it started to look different. We had a long driveway and we had a weeping willow tree, and I just started noticing rays of hues of sunlight coming through the weeping willow tree. I started hearing birds and seeing these beautiful flowers and feeling love. When I'd pet my cat Chaz, or at the time I had a dog named Peppy, and I'd pet Peppy, it was just like, and I felt alive. I was like, I'm here. How lucky am I? And when I stayed in the present moment and my mind didn't go to the past or future, I was okay. And a feeling with me that I was not alone. So just like everyone else, 40 years later, I get caught up in my mind. I get caught up being human. I get caught up in worry, rumination, my mind just going. And I catch it and I practice coming back to the present moment. I bring myself back. So it's living in the present moment where we can move from our fast chattering mind and drop into our heart. I think our heart is the doorway to our soul. That's certainly what I've experienced through my life. And it's there where we feel deep peace and ease and aliveness. So if you are craving a sense of aliveness and more peace and ease and joy, it is possible. So right now, if you're willing, I would love to lead you in a 1-minute exercise. I invite you just to feel the weight of your body being supported right now if you're sitting by the chair, in a chair, or if you're standing. Focusing on your breath, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to notice our senses. So I invite you for the next few moments to notice what you see. Now spend a moment and notice what you hear. And now notice, what do you feel right now in this moment? Being in your body, letting everything else drop away. What are you feeling? Next, I invite you to notice what you smell. And if one of your senses isn't available, just skip it and focus on what is available to you right now. Next, notice, what do you taste? And notice what you're sensing in this moment. So you just experienced a minute of being in the present moment. Practicing coming back to the present moment is really powerful. You start to get that feeling like, oh, that's what it feels like not to be in my mind, to be here, now, fully present. And it's a practice. So how did it feel? Love to hear if you want to leave a message. Heather's saying, this is amazing. Just notice how you're feeling right now, just from 1 minute of practicing presence. You can leave a message. So watching our senses is one way, just one way. There are many, and I want to share more. One way to practice coming back to the present moment, to be here now. And it's in the present moment when we feel fully alive, fully here and now in this moment. So thank you for joining me. Look for upcoming Facebook Live talks. Shoot me a message. You could put a message here. You could go to my website, learningtolive.org. Love to hear from you. Peace be with you. Bless you.